It's week 1 of the night.
Ka'imi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down. Play action now with Purdy. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that's a 49er first down. They're running the option, short side. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Purdy gets this from the pistol. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Offense executing early, new set of downs at the 38-yard line. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. This is ahead for about 5. Desmond King up to make the tackle. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5. They send Samuel right. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He'll get this to Samuel. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun is Purdy. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Purdy. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. Up and good from Joseph. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. and you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Waiting their turn on that sideline. You'd have thought they'd be focused in and ready for this, Brock, but instead, their very first snap nearly ends with them giving it away.
Well, thankfully, somebody was focused and quick thinking to get back on that ball. Now you got to settle down. You got to get back to that script and flush that negative play away. I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done. I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, McCaffrey. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That one gains 7. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. Going to the ground again on 1st. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. And stop coming from Henry To'o. All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the 36. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Now it's Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To throw again, it's Purdy. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. They'll throw it again. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so is the defense, and they take him down. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. He's able to drive them forward into the red zone. This offense looking to converge as they come up on 3rd down. Now Purdy. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. It'll be a field goal try from Joey Slye. Already has 1 in this game, this from 30. Up and good from Joseph. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Neither side. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They have 2nd and pretty long here. From the gun, Stroud. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Man in motion, headed right. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Caught by Diggs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! Now we'll pause. The officials...
Previous play is under review.
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And they'll take the lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
To the air, 3rd and long. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. No return on that punt. And it's going to be Texans football. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. This one falls incomplete. Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. So that brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, You're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They send Diggs in motion right. Stroud off the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. On the option, here's Mixon. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punch, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their 2nd drive. Pretty throwing here on 1st. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie.
You can see it right off the snap. They got a really good read on where that was designed to go. Having that extra defensive back, that nickel coverage, so critical on that interception. Give that defensive coordinator some credit. Had the right plan, the right personnel. These guys on the field made the right play.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now it's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Stroud. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push their lead to 4.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
You're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Garindo running between the tackles. He'll cobble together a yard there. That stop coming from Henry To'o. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Looking to throw, Purdy. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And it's going to be their football coming up. They motion the slot man right. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Throw right side. Dell has it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the ground again with Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's on the move. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Texans hoping to grow their lead before halftime. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Here's Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's another Houston Texans.
Here's Stroud now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 19. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So what we're all looking for here. So upon further review and a consultation from Game Day Central, the call overturned. They've got a man in motion. First down, Stroud. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So it'll be 2nd down. They motion Dell over left. Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Cut near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Mixon has the Houston touchdown. The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans drive their lead to 11. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The 49er offense headed out now late in the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Into traffic, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First down throw by Purdy. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. From the gun is Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Getting out to his left. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Breece Hall, a touchdown run in the victory. We'll stay in the eighth.
No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the third quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. First and 10 now from the 30. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Pretty obvious, this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Man in motion here. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Here's second and 11. He's got him. That's Mixon. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Stroud now on third. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. On play action, here's Stroud. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Mixon on the counter. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up second and 7.
From the gun, Stroud. Completed to Collins. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Purdy on first down. Throw complete to Juszczyk. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Connection made to Isaac Guerendo. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Ooh, not much time to adjust, but he catches it still off the tip. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now a give to Guerendo. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Tight end going in motion here. 2nd and 1. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a 49er first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. 2nd and 3 now. Now it's Purdy. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans take over as he records his 10th career INT. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1. Throwing is Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They send a man in motion. Stroud throwing here on first. He's got time here. Into a crowd and intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away. It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 4. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Purdy looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's complete to Garindo. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's 49ers ball, and they're... After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. He's throwing for it. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. They kick the running back in motion. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now it's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Running left is Mixon. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the 47. Has his man. It's Mixon. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 47-yard line.
Putting a receiver in motion. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Pass caught by Mixon. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Slot man in motion right. First down from the red zone. Finding Collins. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun now, first round. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He's got him, that's Mixon. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2. Running for it, Mixon. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the gun is Purdy. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 49.
From the gun, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. He's back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And this is down all the way to the 3. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. Dump off caught by his back. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And he's been the victim of 3 interceptions already in this game, Brock. Passing lane's kind of reminding... They're out and set. 1st and 10. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. Motioning one of the tight ends. That throw behind his intended target. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Now it's Purdy. On target to Garindo. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. 49ers gotta score in a hurry. Motioning the tight end now. To throw again, it's Purdy. That finds Ayuk, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. To throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down. Looking to throw it. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. San Francisco calls it second timeout. It's Mixon on second down. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. Lining up to take a knee on second down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. Setting up for the kneel down on third. They take a knee, and their season has begun exactly how they wanted it to, with a win. So it's a win for the Texans. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign.
It's week 13 of the 2028 season. And up next is one of the best nicknames in football, Sauce Gardner. He enters this week approaching 50 tackles for the year.
It's the Lions and the Titans. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Lucky week 13 it is. Everyone hoping for a little good fortune this time around as we enter the home stretch of the regular season. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 27. Setting up the running back screen. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Give now to the running back. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. 2nd and 3 now. They go play action here. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far. On 4th down, they'll bring out Blake Gillikin to punt it away. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
3 touchdowns, Kate, is a great week for him. But less so when every one of them was matched by an interception. Those turnovers were a part of why they ended up on the losing side of that game. All security, you know he's worked on all week long, will be on the forefront of his mind.
It's a pickup of 11, and that gives the Lions the first. They give it to him again, and he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
It's the gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Williams from the gun. Called in left side. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 45 on 2nd down. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Completed over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. First down throw by Williams. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
It's now third down and 14.
Third and long for him here. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
An 8-yard gain. It's fourth down.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they're on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Starting from the 5. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. So Tennessee headed out for its second drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They'll come out throwing. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. He'll throw it. Finds a seam down the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Running it now out of the gun. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. Trying the right side. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run. And he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And oh, he got it! Interception! Ernest Jones with the pick.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
It's the loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Working from the gun, Williams. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Williams set to pass. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They'll come up 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 34. Brought in by Ayuk. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
That's good for the Lions.
Williams to throw. Setting up the screen. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense to the line for second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Titans' 32-yard line.
Throwing it again here. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
A gain of 1 and 6.
Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here. Now here's Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Setting up a throw. On target to Worthy. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Flushed out of the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That right there is one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game. Heck, the high school and Pop Warner game. Because when you break away from a sack at those lower levels, big things happen. But at this level...
They're on him again. He goes down again. And back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Now they send their back in motion right. He gets this one to Strange. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Collects this at the 32. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Lions and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at 2nd in the NFL right now in touchdown passes. 1st down, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable, and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 42. That finds Ayuk, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Williams. Brought in right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 42-yard line.
Williams will look to throw. Completed to his running back. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. Slot man motioned over. Williams to throw on 1st. Gets it to him on the screen. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
First and 10.
They put a receiver in motion here left. From the red zone now. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37th. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Able to find Strange here. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Lions will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Sent down by Cody Barton. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Option design here. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Sent down by Cody Barton.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st down, ball at the 36. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Williams from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. First down, Reed. Get behind the line, and the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Titans. Hits the 20. And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans tie it in the final minute of the half. That one right down the middle. And they'll take the lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Fielded at the 7. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Lions headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to... And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They've got a man in motion. Williams throwing again here on second down. Completed over the middle. He's got a gain of 6 there. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Williams to throw on third. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. After the sack, another pass on second down. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Third and goal, it's Williams. On the move, headed right, and they will score. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take the lead just before halftime. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions push their lead to 6. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. They send Jones left. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the starts of the third quarter. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Lions and Brandon Ayuk running, and he's up over 80 receptions on the season. An impressive number, and it's good enough to sit him among the league's best as well. They'll run here on first down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Working from the gun, Williams. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. And the Titans opting for a 50B, a nickel set, third down. Williams set to pass. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. The Lions readying for the punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Titans will get set to take over. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to the well again. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Titans will have a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Pass play on 1st and 10. On target to Worthy. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing now off play action. He fires one deep down the right. This is caught inside the 15. They get 37 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. It's a 39-yarder. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Good looking return here, and he's got room. Reaches the 30. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions push their lead further to start the half. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Titans ready to take over on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
I love that. That's Jones working the sideline, complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 2nd and 3 now. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, they'll run. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. So now here's 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Trying for a touchdown here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The home teams ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They send him left out of the slot. 1st down, Williams. Chased out to his... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 9-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Titans returning their offense and this running back to the field. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Titans will have a 1st down. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. They're going play action. Catch made over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he gets this forward to the 19. They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now a give running right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. The Titans going on a field goal unit here. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. We'll pause. They're not ready to kick it quite yet, and take a timeout. This return starts at the 5. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. So we're through 3 here. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. A give now from the gun. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit. New set of downs for him from the 46. Williams to throw on first. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Connecting on the slant. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Williams from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. 2 yards on the pickup. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll take an option to the right on first down. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Right up the gut. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. They're throwing it. Off the mark there, incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Here comes the Titans punting unit. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now we have a member of the Titans injured after the play and in need of some assistance. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Now Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Brandon Ayuk. And 4th and 4 coming up. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Jones reels it in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. All set up now for 1st and 10. From midfield now. That pass caught by Strange. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 43. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. They'll throw it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. The rookie from Penn State makes the play. And the Lions have it as he records the first interception of his young career. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, we dominate today.
Give now to the running back. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. From the 37. Looking for a... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 6 brings up 3rd down and 8.
Working from the gun, Williams. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it. And this is down to the 28 before the defense holds it. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Man in motion here. 1st down throw by Williams. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 35-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. Here's a nickel look by the Titans. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Williams. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll try and throw it here. Fits it through the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Working quickly here. Has the connection to Jones. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They are throwing it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Able to find Jones. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. They'll throw it again. He gets this one to Strange. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. We reach the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Titans down by a very unlucky 13. And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. Hauled in by Worthy. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Desperation time here on 4th. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. Working inside the red zone. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown. And there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. That one splits the uprights. And the Titans get it back to within 6. Down a score, less than 45 seconds left. They know they need to get this back. And this is brought in by the Lions. That should be enough to secure them this win. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. The final kneel down here, and that should put a bow on this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory.